Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another special episode number 2 of the horror channel with your boy Switchblade, the horror OG rapper, right next to me. And of course, um, you got KarKast over here. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Second episode, so we'll see how this goes. But I got my partner in crime, Switchblade. How's it going, man?
Good. How you doing? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to get into the topics that we have lined up.
Me too.
Yup. But if you haven't caught us already, you can also catch us on the Friday night show. Quick plug. There we talk about the 49ers. Uh, uh
I told you to just put that in the private chat.
oh, my bad. I forgot. I said it. My fault.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we got one person in the chat, but Jeff, do you want to get right into the topics, or what do you want to start with?
Yeah, but it's Switchblade.
Switchblades. Yep.
Takes some getting used to. What's it called? Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cool. We can get started with whatever you have lined up.
All right. First thing we're going to talk about is shout out to McNiner over there.
Let me just shout out David Corona real quick. What's up?
Tell him we're not ready to drop the line. We just started.
No, you might drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link real quick.
All right, but you got to get him to be quiet if he's coming on, because I have stuff to say.
All right, go ahead. You can start talking.
All right.
And you can, yeah.
All right. First of all, thank you to McNiner for bringing this up. First thing I want to talk about is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, October 11th, 1974, based on a true story. He was a cannibal. He killed everyone with a chainsaw. He had his family get involved in it. He took all faces, cut them off, put them on his victims. He took them from his victims, put them on his face, and used that as a mask. Honestly, the scariest part of this movie for me was in the very beginning, where all you saw is like flashes of camera in a very dark cave-like area. And basically, it just said, you just heard this the whole time and nothing else. Really, really creepy. So, shout out to Toby Hooper for making this movie. Scares the hell out of everybody. And the other thing was, I guess we'll wait till McNiner gets in here, if he gets in here.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, October 17th, 2003. Now, this was an entire series, but I only liked the original, of course, and the remake. Now, in this movie, Jessica Biel is hot as hell. It's fifth installment of the franchise. It's very close to the original because, number one, it has the same name. Number two, it has the same director. He has a big play in this. Kim Henkel also served as the co-producer. Basically, everyone that was in the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw, although it was much better, because it's just too hard. It's just too hard to remake to get everything right. There was a use of drugs, recreation, sex, picking up hitchhikers, and the killer in this case, Leatherface, as he was so aptly called, based everything on sex and recreation, and that's when he made his kill. And those are the only two that I cared for. I don't know, based on what I said, Karthik, do you have anything, my brother, to say on this? Any questions for me, for yourself, or anything on this?
Yeah, I do have a couple of questions because that really intrigued me. Um,
Okay, good.
why or like what was the reason behind the dude doing what he did? Like, cause like that's a first. Like you take the humans' faces off and then put the dead. Like what was like? Was there a reasoning behind that? Like,
He was just basically completely mental and
okay,
100% sadistic, like in most horror movies,
right. So
and
that's
that caused him to do these things.
and
Could have been something from, I mean, it wasn't shown or anything, but could have been many times in horror movies, it's based on something from childhood or.
and the chainsaw. That's new. Is it like a new weapon now? Because in horror movies, usually with knives, you know.
Actually, it's quite an old weapon because this movie came out in 1974, but it is one of probably the scariest
What
weapon
do you,
ever,
what I
and
mean new,
probably
you
one of
know,
the
like
scariest movies ever.
newest one I've heard is what I mean, you know, because chainsaw. I mean, and like I've never heard that happen. Like I get there's a lot of horror movies where obviously the main character he's gone mental or he has some like psychological issues or mental issues, you know, which makes him go mad, and he does the things that he does, obviously resulting in the plot of the story. But whatever you said, it's and what was that dude's name? Taylor. What was his name? The person who directed this movie,
Toby Hooper.
Toby Hooper. I mean, hey, like, I mean, I know I would be scared. I mean, like, it is like so. I know this is not one of the topics, but this is more of like suspense. You mean not really like it keeps you hooked in all the way. You know, is there really like I don't know how to explain this because in like The Conjuring, there was there were parts of the movie where like it's not it's obviously a horror movie. It's gonna keep you hooked, but there was parts where you know there was like nothing could happen at that time, but like this kind of reminds me of Hush, where anything could happen at any given moment. You know, like the dude can just like blow up the. I mean, this hypothetical, but he could just blow up the house or like you know like how do I explain it? It's just like
Everyone sounded like a robot again. I have to come right back.
am I sounding
Wait,
like a robot?
wait. Oh no, 100% a robot. I'm coming right back. Hold on. Hold
Am I
that
sounding
thought.
like am I sounding like a robot?
No, no, hold on. Hold that thought for a second. I'm coming right back.
All right. All right, let me just shout out everyone in the chat real quick though. When he's gone, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back quick. Happens to everyone. But what's up, Kona? Thank you. What's up, my Warriors brother? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah,
Sorry
what's
about
up?
that.
What's up, Switchblade?
What up?
Yeah, but my train of was my train of thought. My thought was with the movie. Uh, it keeps you engaged. Like anything could happen, you know. In Conjuring, there was parts where it was lively, you know. The family was living happily, but where did this take place? Like it was just a guy, and then what was it like? Group of people.
This is just complete havoc. Like he took the people, he took his
What were they
victims
like?
rather, and he
Like a
just,
family, like a gang,
well, he had his family involved in this, which is even more sadistic. But he took the people,
right?
he took the victims to his place, did whatever he wanted to them, and then he ate them.
Oh wow, he ate. Oh my god, that's crazy. And
It's a scary as hell movie. Some people rate it the scariest ever.
at least the graphics are like not like. Come on, man, eating. Oh jeez.
A lot of 1970s horror movies were based on that, like The Hills Have Eyes, which I'm going to get into probably next week. Both the
The
remake and the original.
wow,
Yeah, that was the scare element.
right? And I mean, yeah, cause um,
I mean, that was one of the scare elements.
one of the scare elements.
Yeah.
But come on, like, wow, that's phenomenal. Cause oh my god, what's his name? What's his name again? Taylor. What's his name? Shoot, Toby Adams.
Toby Hooper.
Oh, Toby. All right. So, hey, I mean, that looked like it took a lot of work and a lot of time and effort. Looked like it was put into that because you
Oh, it
know,
did. And one day you and I will watch it. You will be amazed. Trust me. Probably scared shitless. You know.
scared shitless. I mean,
Yeah.
like, and the thing is, you could come out of that movie thinking that that kind of stuff is not gonna happen, right? You're not gonna get eaten alive, some by monster, whatever. It's not. I'm hoping it's not based on a true story, is it?
I know it is very much based on a true story. Indeed.
It is. Wow,
Yeah, it happened in Texas, unfortunately.
that's chaotic. That's jeez. I hope I don't experience anything. I hope I don't run into anyone like that because he had to be on something that that screwed up his entire personality, whatever, to do what he did. But
Yep.
geez, that's just my general thoughts. I mean, that's even without watching the movie, like I would not watch it if I had the chance to. Like, come on, man. Hill's got eyes. He's eating people. He's putting their dead faces on. Oh my god, that's. Ugh. But I know John Jay's got to go, but I appreciate coming on, John Jay. This is his, yeah. John Jay, thank you.
Yeah, John Jay, thank you for coming on.
I
Good luck
really
with
do
your show.
appreciate it. Yep. Um, but yeah, thanks, John Jay. And let me drop the link to Corona. I forgot about it. But yeah, do you have the next topic you want to get to?
Yeah.
Switchblade.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The next thing I want to talk about is the Hellraisers. Only certain Hellraisers stood out to me, and then of course that could be different for anybody. But to me, of course the original Hellraiser is about a woman who brings sacrifices to Pinhead, of the shirt I am wearing now, so you get an idea of who that is.
Oh wow, sick. That's sick.
Yeah, it was custom made.
Nice.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Let me bring in Corona.
Forgot the word. Whatever, it'll come back to me.
Or let me bring in Corona after your thought.
Okay. With the most famous line ever, "Oh, the things we will show you," which is also on my shirt. Doug Bradley is Pinhead. He was a phenomenal character, and I'll talk about him more in the wrap, but that's basically the idea of what I have to say about the original Hellraiser. And if he has something to say on that, or Corona, that's all right.
All right, let me bring him in.
Point out that we're not talking about the Niners if he brings that up, okay?
What?
We're not talking about the Niners if he brings that up. Tell him that's for our other channel. You're jumping the gun.
It's fine. It's all good. All right, let me just bring him in.
I like to stay on focus. Yeah, okay.
All right. There he is.
What's up, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Oh, did you see the Hellraiser?
No.
Oh, I guess can't comment.
Well, give him an overview.
It's basically a bad guy who takes sacrifices of people, and then he like literally takes their bodies and rips them apart with chains and all kinds of interesting ways of killing. Creative,
Wow.
looks like this.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah is the key word there, because he is the Hellraiser.
I think my wife probably seen the movie. I'm not too sure though.
Oh yeah.
But shout out to my boy David McNiner for that though. Coming in clutch. Man.
He's here now. I don't see him.
No, he's not here. But the Texas Chainsaw.
I think he's over there. I think he's over there in the East Coast over there. They're
He's
doing
in
a show
Utah.
right now.
He's in
I figured
Utah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's with the East Coast Red and Gold. He's with what's it called East Coast Red and Gold podcast. That's a tongue twister.
With Jess.
Jess, Matty
yeah.
Ice, and then Ty Austin.
Mm-hmm. So, what was I gonna say? So should I go on with the Hellraisers, or do you have a comment, Karthik?
It's a badass name.
Yeah, they're badass series and a badass name. You are correct.
All right, moving on. I mean, what's your next topic? So let's have Corona come, because maybe Corona will get to know a little bit more of the other movies you have lined up, because obviously not everyone's gonna watch what everyone. Not everyone's in the same boat as everyone else. Everyone has their own liking. So
not everyone's me.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but here's a link, everyone. Yeah, go ahead.
So on June 7th, we came out with the Hellraiser Deader. Both the Hellraiser Deader and the Hellraiser Hellworld, both 5 and 8, are my other favorites. And they both took place in Romania, which is quite a place for these kinds of movies.
Quick question: is that in Italy?
Yeah.
That's in Italy?
No. Romania is its own country in Europe. Italy is Italy. Romania is.
I'm thinking of Rome. My bad. Rome, Italy. That's a capital.
So it's about a British reporter, and there's a drug addiction, and sort of newspaper discoveries, and then an underground group that brings back the dead and raises hell, literally brings back hell on Earth. And in Hellworld itself, it also took place in Romania, where a group of gamers were invited into a mysterious party, which was hosted in an old mansion, which was reminiscent of the movie Eyes Wide Shut, because part of it you couldn't really see any faces, just masks. But when things became strange, they realized there's a terrible secret filled in the mysterious killings and other scary parts. It was one hell of a thrill ride, literally and figuratively. Shout out to David McNiner. And a quote, "This movie is dark and mysterious," from David McNiner. Anything to say about that? Any of you?
I'm just listening.
Okay. And what about you, Karthik? Anything to say on what I just said?
You said you can't watch that movie without your eyes being open?
What do you mean?
That's what you said, right?
No. There's a movie called Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh,
shit. Kubrick made. And that movie, to me, is reminiscent of Hellworld because they were all wearing masks most of the time in the mansion, at the party.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Anything else you want to add to that? Or
what is this movie called?
Which one? The first one is called Hellraiser, the original. The next one is called Hellraiser Deader. And the next one is called Hellworld.
Hellworld. I mean, why did they all have hell in it?
Because he's the Hellraiser, and he brings people up from the depths of hell and kills people that way.
I mean, my general thoughts, I guess you could say, is it actually came out recently too. There's also
the Hellraiser.
Yeah, 2022, and there's also a remake of it.
Yeah, so the Hellraiser movie I didn't really care for because Pinhead was a girl, and that was just strange to me.
Have you watched the newest one?
Yeah, that's what I'm commenting on now.
It's about a young woman.
Yeah, but the killer was a woman in this, and some of the kills were intricate, and others just didn't faze me, and there was much more blood and gore on the original, so I like the original much better.
All right,
but you wanna? Just me. Did you see the new one?
No, not yet, but it looks interesting because her brother disappeared, and then there's like an enigmatic puzzle box. This kind of reminds me of Jumanji.
Well, the original. Okay, I don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I went to the movies on Saturday.
What movie did you see?
I'm gonna go watch the new Meg movie, Part 2.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
We're definitely gonna do a shark segment. That makes a lot of sense.
But then that's why we should have talking about Sharknado.
Sharknado also, yeah. But that's for next time.
What are you talking about? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the description of the new horror movie that came out in 2022.
What description? You talking about the new Hellraiser?
Yeah, 2022. A young woman must confront the sadistic supernatural forces behind an enigmatic
the puzzle box is a big part of the.
Exactly. I'm saying it reminds me.
Also,
it reminds me of Jumanji when I first heard it, which
yeah,
you could say is kind
that I don't understand. So maybe you want to expand on that. Why it reminds you of Jumanji?
Because it requires a board game, and then animals come out of it, and then they experience like it's like they get taken in by the board game. You know. It's you know.
But there's no board game in.
I know, but it's a puzzle box, so there's something like supernatural going on. Is my point. Oh, what's up, McNiner? Shout out to you. We talked about the Texas Chainsaw.
What's up, McNiner?
Should I go back to the Texas Chainsaw now?
I mean, if you want, so you could hear it. But
hop on, McNiner.
John Jay's gonna drop the link to his other channel, so I might hop on there a bit later. But yeah, you can talk about this a little bit.
So again, shout out to McNiner for bringing up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We definitely would like to hear you come on the panel and talk to us about it, your thoughts, because I know you've seen it. He was a cannibal that killed everyone with a chainsaw and their body parts. He was not only a cannibal, but he got his family into it. He cut off their faces and put them on his face and called himself Leatherface. And that was, because skin could be reminiscent of leather. I think one of the most eerie feelings, and I'm curious what you think, McNiner, but I think you may agree with me. I think one of the most eerie feelings of that movie was the camera in like the cave area or very dark area. And that was very eerie. And also that you just saw flashes of light and just the sound of nonstop.
All right, let me bring in. You want to keep going?
Everyone sound like a robot again. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Are you gonna be right back? All right. I'll bring in John Jay once he gets back real quick because I know John Jay's waiting. But Corona, what's going on, my guy?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Let me bring him and let me bring in. Yeah, there's an echo. Someone's gotta turn their mic down.
Is that me?
It's either you or I don't think it's Corona.
How about now?
It's probably you. Nope.
Better?
Wait, say something.
Something?
I think that's you, KarKast.
Yeah, it's still you. You have like a tab playing in the background.
I do?
Most likely.
How about now? Better?
Oh, you're good now. Let me bring in. Actually, no, you still have it.
All right, so I may have to shut off my phone. Let's see. I'll try one more time. I may have to restart the phone.
Just leave and come back.
I'll try again, yeah. One last time.
I guess we can talk about the Niners a little bit once he's gone, because Corona, anything in Niner? I know, what's his face? Brock Purdy's cleared to play 3 practices in a row now, apparently.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think he's going to be started week 1.
He's going to be, yeah. Can you hear me now, bro? Yo.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better. Let me bring in my boy, John Jay. Yep, what's good?
What's up, my boy?
What's up?
What's up?
So, I just want to ask Corona. I'm doing a hangout stream where we can talk football. If you want to go over there.
All right.
Okay.
When?
Right now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, on my other channel.
Okay. Well, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to talk football, then you can go over there. It's up to you.
Yeah, I go right now.
Okay. Anyway.
I'll be in here for a little bit and I'll hop over there right now.
All right.
Anyway. How long you going for?
Well, for a while. Maybe YTC and all those goofballs will pop in there.
I'm probably gonna.
I'll be there a little bit.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna end this at the 40. I'll probably end this at like the 45, 50-minute mark. I'll probably ask, maybe ask John Jay for the link if he'll willing to give me one. But yeah, let's get through these topics pretty quick because, yeah, you can go over the Texas Chainsaw. Whatever. Oh, shit.
No, so that's my thoughts. I'm wondering if since I mentioned
How about you do the
thank you
raps?
for
The raps.
I would like to know what McNiner thinks about this if he's willing to come on. So
I don't think he's coming on, so we might as well just get to the raps. You know what I'm saying?
okay, I don't like that we're being rushed here.
What? No, I'm not rushing. I'm just. Do you have any other topics?
Yes.
All right, you can get to that. Yeah, I don't think McNiner's coming on, so.
All right.
Maybe he's got something to do, which I respect.
Okay. The Wishmaster was the other thing I wanted to talk about. There's an ancient hidden opal which is found by Alexandra, a gemologist. And me, in the past, being a jeweler, I can relate to this. She releases an evil genie who takes over the world, but needs 3 wishes to do so. This kind of reminds me of Aladdin in the sense that once Jafar became the evil genie, he tried to make a lot of trouble. And he was evil, obviously, so he put that evil into play. And this guy is also quite evil and is a genie. And that's the power that's involved. Okay, and the second one, Wishmaster 2, The Evil Never Dies. Morgana releases the djinn from the lamp. He tricks her into and gives wishes in exchange for their souls. And while I like them, the person who played the original Wishmaster did not return after 2, but I still like the other Wishmasters, although many people would disagree with me. In Wishmaster 3, when a student unknowingly brings trouble, when she without knowing opens the tomb, and then he kills again. And in Wishmaster 4, the genie makes a rise in order to awaken his evil henchmen and wreak havoc yet again. Now, there hasn't been Wishmaster 5 yet, but if Wishmaster 5 does come about, more than likely the person who did the original Wishmaster will return, which will make it more interesting. Now I can do the raps. If you have something to say on that?
I'm just listening.
I know. What about you? You have anything to say about it, Karthik? Karthik? He's not there now. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't looking, so I didn't notice that.
Oh,
there
my bad.
He's back.
You have anything to say on what I just said, or did you hear anything I just said, or
about the Wishmaster, right?
Right, all of them.
It's kind of. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
All right, cool. It's kind of like. It kind of reminds me of like a wish granting, like so you said it was like an evil genie who was released from like a jewel?
Yeah, from an opal jewel, exactly.
And then it goes like to about like it seeks to capture the soul of a woman who discovered him. And that's kind of interesting because it has a lot of ups and downs in the movie. And then, there's like a portal and stuff.
Yep.
Which in that case keeps you hooked for the what's that word? Oh my god, why am I blinking right now? Keeps you hooked for the duration of the show.
Yeah.
So you can get to the raps now because I'm probably gonna ask John J. Yeah, I'll probably hop on AASP.
Maybe we should change, but we can't seem to work out any of the right timing, but maybe we should change the days.
Well, so I didn't know John Jay was doing a hangout, but he
is, and then you have Ryan and Joe Stevens. So maybe it's not the best day. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should do a different day. I can't do.
Well, we already
Thursday,
started the show, so there's no point ending it. But let me
I'm
give a quick shout out to
next time.
Yeah, next time. So just do the raps and we're gonna end it. Do the raps and I'm probably gonna hop on John Jay stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there right now too. After you guys finish.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably gonna end in like the next 5 to 10 minutes. That's it, max.
So
Tops.
better timing.
I'll be over there right now, John Jay.
All right, peace out, David Corona.
No, I'm not going yet. I'm just waiting for you guys.
All right, cool. But yeah, can I give a quick shout out to John Jay? Actually, no, it's fine. I don't know if he wants me to promote his second channel. All right, go ahead. I don't know if he wants me to promote his second channel because I remember him saying he didn't want me to like say. But moving on, you can do the raps now. Sorry about that.
Is McNider still here?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Ode to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dedicated to what? What?
Nothing.
Oh, everyone's sounding like a robot again. I'll be back.
Are you serious? Jesus. All right. I don't know what's up with this thing. Yeah, but Corona, do you have anything else going? Are you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, it's Switchblade.
Oh, Switchblade?
Yeah, I'm gonna remove him. But yeah, we were talking about Mr. Big Cock Rock.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the starter week 1.
He's coming in twice. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let him do the raps.
Now I got. Oh, okay. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Ode to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dedicated David McNider for bringing it up. Original of 1974, extremely scary, based on a story, a real gem for director Tobe Hooper's. The beginning was very eerie, with pounds of flesh putting the people who saw it under duress. The flashing lights of the olden time cameras causing plenty of damages. There's sometimes we do not know when and where he wears a face sewn onto his face, making for himself for a strange behavior. The victim's life's savior to his evil family, somewhat never a failure, creating a sour, bitter flavor. If he had a chance, scary rants while wielding the scariest weapon, a chainsaw, skinning your ass raw, literally and figuratively. What made Leatherface's ugly case, tearing up the victim's face, one of the most scariest things? I get the right position. What a stupid thing. Although there are a lot of aspects, is the fact that these people are cannibals, like in the movie The Original Hills Have Eyes. He relies on the element of surprise. His parents, he more than likely defies. Eating people is his sick, twisted, defined within his polluted mind. His role is reprised, but not assize. Ancient writ issued by a court of assize to the sheriff for the recovery of property as no property was taken, but victim lives were forsaken. Rudely awakened, killing is never occasioned. He does it with no persuasion. The sick, twisted, demented Caucasian, he kills and involves his family. For him, it is a sick fantasy, has nothing to do with making money, so he could care less financially, with very little use of profanity. His kills involve his family. For him, it is a sick fantasy, has nothing to do with making money, so he could care less financially. With very little use of profanity, plenty of calamity, and this is no fallacy. Doing his bidding maliciously, out the window, maliciously out the window goes his sanity. Living on the outskirts of Texas, so strong urbanity, his being is a tannery, and his ways are animalistic, showing his inhumanity. His thoughts and feelings are done with uncertainty and irrationally, he brings new meaning to a class on anatomy. Zero hospitality, in actuality, extreme brutality, plenty of depravity, so much tragedy, using his family as a pause for cavalry, plenty of grotesque sexuality, displaying somewhat of a demented gallery with such vigor and vitality. That's the first rap.
How many more raps you got to go? Just wondering.
5.
5 more? All right.
Yeah. Ode to the Texas Chainsaw Remake. With the drop-dead gorgeous Jessica Biel, Leatherface relies mainly on drugs and recreation, creating a real cessation for a cannibalistic nation without a care in the world, destroying the hopes and dreams of the fighting for her life. Girl, the only other Texas Chainsaw I liked in the series, dealing with its sick, twisted themes and theories. No committees, not even grabbing onto the Achilles tendon, creating anything but a slice of heaven. Body deliveries, killing hippies with a very vicious weapon, a chainsaw. The victims they saw what in Leatherface's eyes became law. The victims tried to plead their case, but all Leatherface saw was a bleeding, mangled face. In his and his family's cannibalistic race, the victim takes off, sometimes through a trough, never through a loft, and breaks off. Ode to the original Hellraiser. Pinhead is quite an abrasive and scary character. His Cenobites are quite the unravelers. All are distant travelers from the realms and depths of hell, making human sacrifices with Pinhead's vices, everyone paying the debts and exuberant prices, while Pinhead, the victim's bodies, he slices and dices like minced meat with no mercy, definitely not reminiscent of Santa Claus, unless you're talking about Billy from Silent Night. None of either of their victims were given a chance to put up a fight, although they tried. Eventually the sinister comes out, and unlike the Santa, there is no chance to pout. There is no gifts, although for Pinhead the gifts were the victim's hell was swell. For him, when he tormented his victim, everything went well in his mind and his prime on time, creating havoc for the victim. Tragic, twisted, and evil, hell-bent, dark magic. For Pinhead, it is nearly automatic and didactic, intended to teach. For his hell-bent preach, whereupon gave way to his famous line, and I quote, "Oh, the things we will show you. Chains coming out of nowhere in midair without a wing or a prayer. The evilness is most definitely there, all the time unprepared for a gruesome, bloody scare coming out of nowhere. The flesh he does tear, creating like Freddy Krueger the ultimate nightmare, always prepared, thriving, evil glares and stares more than anyone can bear. Pinhead has strength like a bear in his world." One second. In his world, there is no care, putting the victim in utter despair, a torrid evil affair in his evil lair, maybe one day killing a girl named Claire. Ode to the movie Hellraiser Deader takes place in Bucharest, Romania, driving the victims insania. Amy Klein, the reporter, the retorted to investigate the drug addiction, while Pinhead plots his affliction with derision, sending every victim on a hell ride, vicious collision with no suspicion. Pinhead is quite ambitious, 1,000,000% judicious, seditious, all his kills expeditious, pernicious, the opposite of religious, and bishops. Inside his face is spinous, his killings to him are delicious, never repetitious, malicious, in his eyes propitious. The reporter finds underground groups that can bring back the dead. You heard what I said? The group does flow, and it is always a stark red. The group's blood does flow, and it's always a stark red, but unlike Nightmare on Elm Street, none of the killings happen in bed. The ideas are misread, the victims are misled, the blood is shed. Pinhead has nails in his head, the victims are condemned, so graphic to be able to comprehend. No way the victim to defend, a series of crimes that the police would love for the culprit to apprehend. To the depths of hell, the victim does descend, never to ascend. Again and again, Pinhead and the Cenobites, commendable, irreprehensible. Time and space does transcend, and boy, does Pinhead act in a way which does condescend, and the chains of pain he inflicts is a portend. Hellraiser 8.
This is the fourth rap now?
I am not keeping track anymore. Starts with the video game lore, so Pinhead to even the score, there is trickery preferring that all the bodies be hickory in his periphery, but not killing anyone named Hillary, or in a distillery. An evil possibility, an evil activity is traps with such originality, never using electricity, using lots of imagery, having a lot of productivity, creativity, causing much toxicity, very little use of symmetry, with a lot of specificity, no conspiracy, saying goodbye to the Holy Trinity, done done in his vicinity with his artillery, auxiliary, no nobility, lots of conductivity, stretching bodies with much elasticity, with no divinity, done viciously as a calamity with lots of morbidity. Killing for him is a victory, acting with plenty of tyranny, sometimes with humidity, with great precision, like a surgeon's incision, with no indecision for his gruesome vision on what he envisions. Putting him in the ultimate of evil position, never doing rescission, as that is the act of rescinding the cancellation of contract and the return of the parties to the positions they would have had if the contract had not been made. Rescission may be brought about by decree or by mutual consent for his thoughts and feelings now and will forever be hell-bent. Hellraiser 8 starts with the video game lore, so Pinhead, to even the score, there is trickery. I said that right. Again. Ode to the Witchmaster. For anyone who makes wishes upon him, the Djinn definitely spells disaster. Ancient hidden opal is found by Alexandra, a gemologist. Unknowingly, she releases an evil Djinn from within, which might mean for her next of kin who wishes to take over the world because of the mistakes of this one girl, but is restricted until his owner makes 3 wishes. The killings to him are like dishes. It is invigorating, masticating, fascinating, navigating, emancipating, advocating, gravitating, exacerbating, validating, evaporating, and animating, non-agitating, never exasperating, no exaggerating, no procrastinating, or keeping anyone waiting. For a job well done, to him congratulating, encapsulating, laminating, aspirating, participating, aggregating, to the victims excruciating and aggravating, 1,000,000% incapacitating, decapitating, isolating, for the Djinn oscillating, coagulating, tasks awaiting, lots of investigating, no fabricating. Circumstances were non-mitigating, resonating, explicating, extremely graphic rating, use of baiting, relegating. At times the victims were gravitating and panel painting. Go to Wishmaster 2. When Morgana accidentally releases an evil Djinn from the captivity, he disguises himself as a human and grants wishes to people in exchange for their souls. For achieving the aim on the human, the Djinn does blame of world domination for a scary kind of demonation, making a proclamation with lots of motivation, hell-bent literally and figuratively on world domination. He is ruthless. His victims are clueless, fruitless. The Djinn has a mind like Confucius, leaving some people toothless, causing blueness at the Djinn's cruelest. With his evil trickery, the audience he does seduce us and delude us. He considers himself as a Julius, a legendary king. Fear in his voice does ring. His killings like a bee and hornet do sting, putting the victims in way more than a sling. Vision, blurring, senses, numbing, death incurring and plummeting to the ground with a thumpity thump sound occurring, concurring, flourishing, inferring, sacrificing, altering, shapeshifting, anything but uplifting, constantly shifting, demonizing, terrorizing, emphasizing, but not canonizing, of the soul's exercising, wreaking havoc, re-entering, rendering, tinkering, glimmering, considering, incoming. Now this is the final rap. Ode to Wishmaster 3 and 4. Although the fact that Wishmaster 3 and 4 was not the same actor, which most certainly did play a factor as a reactor and a protractor, the combination of both these movies, he was an extractor, an X-factor, a redactor. Using ways of persuasion, he most definitely did distract her, smacked her, as strong as a tractor, and an incinerator. He tracked her, mounted her, and like a deer, racked her, using what he can as a distractor. Wrapped her, slapped her, she was the captor. She was matter and did not matter. throwing her around like plaster, cake batter. He was an assailant and an attacker. Like glass, the bodies did shatter. He dragged her, was a granter, did not care for her banter. He was a cracker, but not a hacker, unless you count hacking her to Reese's Pieces, which was capricious, squishing them like peaches, causing all sorts of internal diseases, but no use of beaches, with increases and decreases within the decreases. That's it.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have the beats because there's only limited amount of beats on the StreamYard. Kind of like they only have limited beats, so yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, or should we just say the outro and end it here?
Do you have any thoughts on anything I said, or my raps, or anything? Any of you? Or
I
McNiner?
like the Hell Master.
Yeah, they're pretty tight.
Thank you.
I like the Hellmaster 8 rap.
The Hell World? Yeah, I love Hell World. We're gonna watch that one of these days. It's a great movie.
I like the way you put like the words together, like in your raps, like you rhyme it really well to make it go with the flow, which is it's really important for a final product.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
All the raps, you did good.
I work hard. I play harder.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the right mentality to have, man.
All right,
Exactly.
KarKast, you done yet?
I'm done. Yeah.
You want to hear?
All right.
All right, quick shout out though. Everyone go subscribe to the channel. Also go check out the 49ers content I put out.
Private chat.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. But yeah, everybody, if you haven't already, we're gonna call it a day.
Subscribe, hit the like button, and
yes.
All right.
Oh my God, the robot.
Thanks, David.
I'm out.
Subscribe, like.
Yep.
Right,
I'm out. All right, later.
Peace. Yeah, peace. Go. Oh my God, Brian Culp and McNiner are alive right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, peace out. I'll catch everyone later. Go Niners, and fuck the Lambs. Shout out to my boy David McNiner.
Silence the lambs. Hello, Clarice.
Silence the lambs.
Tune in next week for Shark Talk. Shark movie.
Sharknado. Peace out, guys.
And Shark Reps.
Yo.